Hey guys, it's Tia, and I'm the new third of Babes in Bookland. I'm so excited to be joining this channel with Chi-Chi and Vanessa. I'm sorry I look like crap today. I won't usually look like crap when I post videos, but I was at school for 10 hours today, so I'm just trying to be comfortable, and I'm rocking my Katniss hair here, so just go with it. If you want to see other videos by me, I'll put a link to my book channel in the description box below, and you can go and see what I'm all about, I guess. I have a book haul to start off with today, because those are always fun, right? It's sort of a collective book haul, because I haven't done one in a really long time. So let's just get started. These first three books I got, there was this fall festival thingy about an hour away that I went to over the weekend, and they have, most festivals around here, they'll have like local libraries sell used books. I don't know if they do that at other places, but they do that a lot here. And so I got 3 books there. First, I just picked up Dear John by Nicholas Sparks. This is the movie cover, obviously. I haven't read it, but I have seen the movie, and I really liked the movie, so I figured why not. The next book I picked up is The Kissed by an Angel bind-up, which contains Kissed by an Angel, The Power of Love, and Soulmates by Elizabeth Chandler. It's not in the greatest condition. It's all bleh. And it kind of smells bad. I'm gonna put this in some baking soda before I read it, but I'm excited to read it. It's sort of I think it's a paranormal romance, kind of, I assume. It says an unforgettable trilogy of romance and suspense. A love beyond life, a danger beyond doubt. I'm assuming it's a paranormal romance. I don't really know what it's about. I don't feel like reading the back because I'm lazy. And the last book I got there is Say the Word by Janine Garcia, I think. I had never heard of this before. It looks like it's about like peer pressure or something. I got 3 books on Goodreads Book Swap. I can't speak today. And I feel so bad because I think I've gotten 6 books now on there, and I never put any, like I never offer any up for swap. So I have horrible karma on there, and it makes me feel bad, but I don't want to part with my books. First, I got the second Vampire Diaries bind-up, which is The Fury and Dark Reunion by L.J. Smith. I haven't read the first one, which usually really irritates me. I don't like buying the second, or in this case the third and the fourth, if I haven't read the first one. I don't have an excuse, I just did. I saw that it was available, and I figured why not? I think I'm gonna like the series, and if I don't, I'll just put it back up. I'll finally have something to offer up for book swap. Next I got, this is actually an arc of Lord Lost by Darren Shan, and that's the author of the Cirque du Freak series, for those of you who don't know. This is the first book in the, I think it's Demonada series? I think that's it. Every time I try and say that, I say Illuminata, and then, no, that's not it. The hardcover came out October 2005, so this is kind of old, but it's horror, and it looks really good. If you watch Daniel Marks, I'll put a link to his channel as well in the description. He did a Halloween, he like made up a whole YA Halloween list, and this series was on it. And then the last book that I got at Book Swap is By the Time You Read This, I'll Be Dead by Julianne Peters. I've already read this book. I read it last summer, I think. I love Julianne Peters. She could quite possibly be my favorite author. This is the only book that I'm aware of that isn't by her that isn't about LGBTQ issues. This is about a girl named Daylin who has tried several times to commit suicide, but has obviously been unsuccessful. And she finds this website. It's called throughthelight.com. And it's basically you sign up, and it's for people who are planning on committing suicide, and it connects you with other people that are trying to, and it gives you ideas on how to do it, and it's just a bunch of discussion boards and stuff. And there's a countdown until your date of death, basically, and I think you have to be signed up for at least 30 days or something like that, so that you have time to change your mind and everything. And so it's about bullycide, and it's really short, really tiny. It's exactly 200 pages. But it's just a really, really good book to read if you're interested in that kind of thing, I guess, or if you have dealt with or are dealing with bullying issues and such. It's a really good book to read. The next book that I ran out and got at Barnes & Noble, actually, as soon as I finished the first one. I do this all the time. I finish a book that I absolutely loved, and it's the first in a series. I run out and buy the second one, and then I never read it. I did that with the Uglies series, with Vampire Academy, the House of Night series. I don't know why. And so I did that again. I got Hunger by Michael Grant, which is the sequel to Gone, and it's really, really cool. It's about this town, basically, and its surrounding area, in which there all of a sudden everyone over the age of 15 or over the age of 14, 15 and over just vanish. And so it's a really, really cool sort of dystopian, I guess, and it's sci-fi, and there's mutations and weird things. It's very Stephen King-esque, if you like Stephen King, only obviously minus all the sex and the swearing. The last book that I got at, I think it's a local store. I don't think they have them all over the place. It's called Plato's Closet. It's like a secondhand clothing store mostly, but it's for really, really, really good quality clothes, so very, very lightly worn and name brand stuff. And they have a few books there too. And so for $5, I picked up Paranormalcy by Kirsten White. I've been meaning to read this. I've heard really good things about it. It just seems like a really cute, supernatural, funky read. And it's in really good condition. The only thing really is, I don't know if you can see, it's just a little rippled up there. That's the only thing I can see that's wrong with it. And it was only $5 for a hardback, so I figured I would pick it up. And I'm really excited to read this. I don't know when I'm going to get around to it because I have a lot of books to read. I don't even know. The majority of the books on my shelf I have not read. I'm currently reading Blood Red Road by Moira Young. I am that far in, if you can see. It's about a little over 100 pages. 112 pages. And as a side note, because I made that video before I watched Vanessa's, Vanessa asked the question, what is your favorite book that you have read in 2011? That's so hard for me to answer. It's a tie between 3 books, I think. The one I don't think is my favorite that I've read, but it's definitely the most thought-provoking, and I keep going back to it and sort of analyzing it. But the first 2 that I can't decide which one's my favorite are Divergent by Veronica Roth, which is just so good. It's a dystopian. People keep comparing it to The Hunger Games, but I really don't think it's anything like The Hunger Games. Not really. It's full of action, and it's just awesome. I don't even know what to say about this. But I did do a review of this on my personal vlog, which I will leave a link for in the description. And the second one, I do not have a physical copy because it's not out yet. I read an ebook arc. It comes out, I think, Valentine's Day, I'm pretty sure. And it is called The Butterfly Clues by Kate Ellison. I will put the cover up now. And I did a review of this on my blog, which I will also leave a link for down in the description box. And that one is, it's more of a contemporary, it's a murder mystery, and I just thought it was really, really good. That's another one that I don't really know how to explain, because it was just really good. So probably go read my review, because I'm not going to be able to explain it right now. But that and Divergent have, I think these have two of my favorite little love interests in anything that I've read, except Vampire Academy, because I love Dimitri. But I thought the relationship between Triss and Four in Divergent was so sweet and so well developed, and I just loved reading about it. And then I just loved Flint's character in The Butterfly Clues. He was just so quirky, and he ran around in he had like a knit hat with bear ears on it, and he always wore it, and he was just really, really sweet, and I loved him. So those are my two, I think those are pretty much my two favorite romances in books. And then the third I got out of the library, so I don't have it here. It is called After by Amy Afa, and I will put the cover up now. And it's about this girl, I don't remember her name. That I think I also did a review on my other channel, so go watch it, because I won't be able to explain it now. It's been a few months. But it's about this girl who, I think she was 15, and she got pregnant, and she was in such a state of denial that she just didn't know that she was pregnant. And so when the baby came, she absolutely freaked out. She threw it in the dumpster. And so it's about like her trial and all the stuff that happens, her whole situation, and just everything about that. And it was really, really interesting to read about, mostly because the only other thing that I can think of that deals with that subject matter, I don't remember what it was called. It was a movie that I caught bits of when it was on TV. I think it was with Amber Tamblyn and Tilda Swinton. I'm pretty sure. I think it was like on Lifetime or something a few years ago. And those are the only two things that I know of that talk about like dumpster babies and everything. And so it was just really, really interesting, and I keep thinking about it. Like, it's just, what would I do if I was in that situation? Because just, she's such like a normal teenager. She's just like everyone else, and yet she does this horrific thing that we want to make her seem like she's just a monster for, and yet she's exactly the same as everyone else. So it's just really interesting. It was a really good book, so I definitely recommend it. And now I have a question for you. What is the most thought-provoking book you have ever read? The most intense, deep, just raw book that you have ever read? And let me know. And don't say Looking for Alaska, because I have a feeling someone's gonna say Looking for Alaska. But you can, but that's kind of an obvious one. So what's the second most thought-provoking book? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!